Even with the launch of Samsung's new ultra-expensive folding phones, the Samsung S21 is still the quote-unquote standard Samsung phone. It's about the same price as the iPhone 13, and like the iPhone 13, it aims to dominate the smartphone market. But there's always been a really weird quirk about this phone, and that is the plastic back. The Samsung S21 was one of the first semi-flagship phones to have a plastic back in favor of the glass back. And this beckons the question, should you be paying, $700-800 for a phone with a plastic back? Although early Androids and even some early iPhones were partially crafted from plastic, for years now, premium phones have always been, fingerprinty slabs of glass. But this began to change when Samsung released the $700 Samsung Galaxy FE, which had a plastic back. Now, they say they put a plastic back in there, number one, for durability, and number two, to bring down the cost of what was pretty much a flagship phone at a little bit lower price. Now, that's what they said. I don't completely buy that story because, $700, that's a lot of money. That's not really a value phone. And I think it was pretty well in line, so it pretty much depended on whether you like this plastic back or not. And I did not like the plastic back on the Samsung Galaxy FE because it was this rubbery, and in the model I had, blue material, and it was just ugly as sin, and I was very critical of charging that much money for a phone with that low of an aesthetic value. Rather than going with a thick rubbery material like Samsung did on the S20 FE, they've corrected their design language and offered this glass-like plastic that's semi-translucent that, I know that sounds super tacky, but in person, I don't know, there's not much of a difference between this and a glass phone. But if we're being honest, most people case their phones anyway, and for that purpose, why not make your phone just a little more durable by having plastic on it? It's like double protection on the back. I'm personally all for it. Now, some people do rock their phones without a case, and for them this conversation is completely different. Although I do still feel like going with a plastic back phone might be the way to go, because at least it solves half the problem with your phone breaking, and it makes it more feasible to rock your phone without a case in all good conscience. But as long as the glass on front of phones is still relatively destructible, most people, including myself, are going to case their phones. But this does solve half the problem of the destructible $1,000 device that can be destroyed with one single drop. And if other phone manufacturers can replicate the success of the Samsung S21 with their design language, I'm honestly all in for plastic phones going forward. But this is kind of a controversial topic, so I'm interested to hear what your guys' opinion are. What do you guys think of plastic phones? Do you have a plastic phone? Would you ever get a plastic phone? Let me know what you think down in the comments section below, and as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.